Okay, folks, welcome back to Sunset Falls for episode 3 of our new series. And in this episode, I'm going to call a bit of a mulligan. So, we've known from the beginning that we wanted to develop this space and kind of specifically this side of this mountain ridge into our kind of primary downtown area. A lot of high rises, a lot of entertainment, really dense. And for some reason, I decided to start building there. And you'll notice that I'm not building in a particularly dense fashion. I don't think we want to do this. I don't think we want to keep doing this. But what I'm going to do instead of just, wholesale changing everything is we're just going to start building in a few other areas, use this to boost our population, and then just keep unlocking more stuff, So if that sounds interesting to you, please feel free to like this video and subscribe if you want to see some more content. If you love Washington District, Cherry Park, and TBD, and you think I'm making a terrible decision, then maybe don't like the video, but comment and tell me why I am wrong, and I think we'll have a good time. We'll get along just fine. So first thing I want to do today is think a little bit about what we might want to do here, because I think the obvious question is, if we're not going to continue building here, where do we build? So we have a few different options, right? We have over here, but we kind of talked about that potentially being some sort of resort area, and I still really like that idea. We have up here, I think this might actually be a really cool area for like a lumber industry potentially, or maybe even some nice kind of suburbia type places. There's this nice little lake here with the train running by here. This is so cool. Oh man, I really love this scene. And then we also have this area. I think actually this might be a really interesting area to build in as well, kind of going this like strip up here. So we definitely want to be intentional about this. And then this area I think would be really interesting to put a college on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Actually here, let's start marking this a little bit just so we don't forget. And I know I said this ad nauseum, I play with the trackball mouse, so my districts are not going to look too sharp. So if you have any recommendations on a way to make my districts look a little bit better, I would love that, because I'm all about the clean district lines. Someone posted on the City Skylines subreddit, I think it was maybe a week or two ago, they had really, really sharp district lines, and I was just so envious of that. I was like, you gotta show me your ways. Okay, so we'll do a rough thing here, and we're just going to call this college, right? Just a good reminder. Okay. So what I actually want to do today, I think, though, is, look at those rapids. That looks so nice. Oh my gosh. This map is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to put a link to this map down below. I'm really enjoying it so far. I think it's really creative, and it's forcing me to play in creative ways, which I really like. So I think I mentioned before, we're going to take a break from over here. I know that we have a really high really high residential demand, but we are going to take a quick hold on that, right? Because I think, again, what we're going to want to do is be a little bit more creative around how we're using this space and where we potentially want to put our residential in. So let's kind of take a break this episode. I think we want to come up here. So one of the things that we talked about doing was actually building a ore industry, right? An ore industry, rather. Now, I know you might be thinking that doesn't sound super environmentally friendly, right? We said when we started this game, kind of our 2 or 3 main objectives was that we wanted to build a city that was going to be relatively well educated, right? We want to attract people to the city. We want to provide them great services, and we want to provide everyone the ability to get an education in the city, and really kind of upskill themselves and learn how to take on some really crazy tasks. Especially if we want to be able to build some sort of like space center or something in the future, gotta have some rocket scientists, right? So that's definitely something we want to take a look at. Secondly, we also said that we wanted to be very environmentally friendly, right? That's why we got this nice little windmill stack here. We don't want to be just belching our coal smoke out into the air. I'm getting ready to get rid of this little industry bit as soon as possible. But for now, we just have that industry as the only option. So what we don't want to do is build a new industry today. We're going to build an ore industry, and I think that we want to imagine this as some sort of material that we would be required to mine to be able to build some of these higher, more sophisticated products, right? So if you look at some of our factory options, we have nothing is the answer. But if we go to our advanced factories, we can see we have all kinds of like crazy, interesting factories that we could build. So something like an industrial steel plant or a plastic factory or any of these things where, like, if we want to build microchips or rocket parts, right? we're going to need to be able to mine some sort of material. And we could technically import this, right? We could do that. But we have these great mountains, which I'm assuming have a lot of valuable natural resources in them. I think we want to try to use these, right? So what I'm going to do for this is, first of all, take our little industry road here, close that down, and then I'm about to throw up on the screen an image that I found from a copper mine. Actually, I don't know if it's copper mine. It's called Copper Mountain Mine in British Columbia. And this is kind of my reference image for how this mine might look a little bit more realistic, right? So I think what we are observing from this picture is just a ton of different layers, right? And there's a ton of different mining equipment on these different layers. So we want to really take this mountain space and be really mindful of the topography here and make different layers against this. I literally just closed it. That's so frustrating. Okay, make different layers against this topography, right? So the first things first that we're thinking about is I think we're going to connect up to this line here. We want to be able to use this road here for our industry. What I think makes the most sense for us to do is probably just come right up here, but I actually want to start at the top first because we have these little ridge lines here built into the mountain, obviously. And I think we want to be able to use those ridge lines as our guidance for where our roads might go. So let's just kind of give this a shot and see if it goes terribly, right? We're going to go not that way. We're going to go up here, maybe over here. You know, here, first problem, got to turn our ridge lines on. All right, so we're going to have one layer right up here, right? And we'll flatten all this out. So actually here, let's do that first, right? I'm going to get our topography out. I want to flatten. Let's make this, turn that off, make this a little bit bigger, get rid of our city vitals. We don't need that for the second. Okay, so let's say we're going to do one row right up here. So let's just flatten this out right here. Boom, mining space, right? So that's kind of where we're going to start our first shelf here. Let's flatten this out all the way out to like here, right? There we go. So it's going to be like, hey, we really kind of flatten this area here. All right, second level, right down here. Now we're going to dig in a little bit more, and we're going to have to go in and smooth this out, right? We'll go in and smooth it out. But I think something that I did do a really quick practice run of this, and then I had my game crash halfway through my practice run. So maybe that's not a great sign, but it's actually the other big thing that I changed too. So this is a mulligan in more ways than one. I have actually gone through and cleaned up a ton of my mod collection. I had, I think, like 2,800 mods or something like crazy like that installed for the first 2 episodes of the game. And I realized that was pretty unsustainable on my personal computer. Just frankly, I do not have the absolute world's best computer. I did build this computer a few years ago, but like I said, it has been a few years. So definitely not something that I think my computer was capable of supporting. So we're gonna do something a little bit more realistic for us, right? And we're going to make sure that the mods that we use, make sure that they really count, right? So I do have a few of the basics installed. Anything, you know, if you watch anyone else that plays, you'll know some of the main offenders here that we have. Can I fix this, or am I gonna hate this when I fix it? Ooh, no, we're gonna give that a good enough award. I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna look at it that much, you know, we're fine. It's not 100% the same way that some of these example ones would look, but that's okay. We're gonna curve this one a little bit more, I think, right? That should come around here. Do just kind of a nice loop here. Connect back up. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get a third layer potentially, right? And let's keep bringing our mountain down. Mountain road, rather. Actually, I don't like that. Let's back that up, Chief. Okay. If we do want to go straight through the ground, let's just go literally straight, right? That is too much of a... All right, here. So let's do something else then. Let's actually raise this up because I like the idea of it going through the mountain a little bit, right? So let's... that's too much. All right, let's back that up. No worries. Okay. So we're going to go around this curve, right? Follow this a little bit, and then right here, can we get a good tunnel going? Oh, we can't. That's disappointing. All right, well here, let's back that up. We'll go the other direction, right? Really go against the grain here. Okay, so let's take this, line this up. We'll go. Let's go and sure that we kind of cut through the mountain a little bit more here. There we go. Come on. Because again, we want to connect up way down there. All right. See, I like that. There we go. Okay, that's definitely more of what we wanted to see. And then we can pop the height back up. We don't have to keep going that low. We're going to actually curve around this way. Potentially respect the topography a little bit more. Ooh, see, I don't like that. Don't want to go. Only one tunnel. We only want one tunnel. Do we actually build? Oh, yeah, there we go. Got that one. Do we leave anything up there? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So where are we? All right. We got to build back up. Nope. No tunneling for us. There we go. And then let's curve with our topography there. Okay, so that's as far as we're going to go for now. Let's see if we can get another line out of here. Slope too steep. Are you kidding me? All right. That just means we have to go in and flatten a little bit, right? Oh my gosh. What happened over here? Okay, that's not what we want. Back that all off, Chief. All right, there we go. Cool. Okay. So let's go down a little bit more, pick another lower slope here. I'm liking, actually, you know what? I think this should all be flattened to this level too, right? Because we're going deeper and deeper in its mountain. Let's flatten all this out and then we'll go a step lower, right? All right, so let's do here. Oh, do we just not connect these roads? That seems problematic. Yeah, that's gonna be too steep. Not underground. There we go. Okay, that seems a little bit more feasible. Boom. Beautiful. Love it. Actually, not beautiful, but we can make it work. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so let us continue cutting in this mountain here. We're going to go down maybe to this level, I think. And then, boom. Whoa. Yeah, a little bit too low. About there. No, a little bit lower. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Okay. We've carved this out. I do kind of want to keep this mountain path vibe a little bit. We'll have to see if we can actually get between these two layers down a little bit, right? Because that's really what we want to be able to see here, is we actually have to be able to get our path down somehow. Why are we still in like our underground mode? Oh, that's why. All right. Can we get down there? Ooh. Nope, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay, do I love this? No. What can we do differently? Maybe we just smooth this out, right? Let's smooth it. Gotta smooth. I don't think that's helping, honestly. I'm gonna cut in here a little bit more and then smooth that up. Okay, all right, better. Okay. Interesting. Nope, still hate it. All right. We need to smooth this specifically. Let's get, oh, no, that's not what we wanted to do. Again, let's pull this down just a little bit. There we go. Kind of get that cut out there. And then smooth this. Okay, that seems way more doable. All right, third time's the charm. Let's see this. Really? Still with the, all right, well, let's see what that looks like. All right, just that bridge. All right, we can force that. Get this force down. There we go. Do you have to make me go anarchical? Because we will do it. No hesitation. All right. And then let's just smooth out this slope a little bit. This is a little bit more natural looking. Okay. So you actually don't hate that. Let's see. We want to get just this one. You can go down a little bit there. Okay. And let's, I don't know why you have the weirdest freaking slope there. Terrain height. Eee, do we like that? No, I don't think that we do. We back that up? Do we not have a back that up option? All right, well, we'll just pop that up a little bit. Cool. Actually, I think my issue is more with the curve. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, let's pull this out a little bit more there. All right, cool. I will actually raise that up a little bit. Okay, well, again, does not have to be perfect, folks. I think that's really kind of my philosophy here, is that like I want to enjoy building this part, but I have no delusions that, geez Louise, I have no delusions that this is going to be like the primary area that I focus on in the city. So I kind of want to be able to split the difference between where the areas that I do really want to focus my time on and coming up with something really unique looking and really cool, and where do I want to acknowledge that I don't have a ton of experience seeing these types of things in my day-to-day, and maybe I shouldn't be focusing on trying to put too much detail and effort into something there. So this is not a type of space that I pass by all the time, but I do think it's something that'll be really unique for the city, and definitely something that I don't want to totally botch, right? So that's why we're using our reference photos. That's why we can make those references, right? So we do want to be able to kind of give something a good shot here. Boom, beautiful. Okay. And then do we want to do one more layer? I think it kind of makes sense, right? Well, we'll see. Let's start with 3. You know what? We don't have to be too aggressive. Do not have to be too aggressive here. I think if anything, we've learned that we want to start small. So let us go back into our topography one more time and see how we can get this. Geez Louise. I think one of these will there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we can kind of still see our topographical lines here. So I think we want to go, what? Did I just lose them? Killing me. And then maybe let's go up through here. We're just going to go straight up here because we do not play by the rules. Okay, that is a janky connection. So let's see if we can smooth this out a little bit. All right. Oh, and actually something we did want to do as well. Okay, that doesn't look right to me. We're gonna, no, this is just not doing what we wanted to do. Okay, so let's plan a few things. One, oh crap, that's okay. All right, let's just branch straight off of here. Go this way. Then I think the first thing that we want to do is, oh, that's why. I'm still, man, I gotta be honest, we have not played this game in a few days. And also, honestly, I need a bit of a refresher. Okay, there we go. So one thing that we do want to put in is a gatehouse. So do I have any sort of like checkpoint or gate? There we go, security checkpoint. This is what I was looking for. So I think that it makes logical sense that if you had a mine or a mining operation of some sort, you would have a checkpoint going into your mine, right? That just kind of logically makes sense to me. I don't love what the ground is doing around our checkpoint here, but I do think that we would have a checkpoint facility to make sure that, you know, our mining investment is safe here. And let us increase that strength here. Get that out of our face. I don't know what's going on with these hills. You know what? We'll fix it in post with our, what the heck? All right, we're not going to do that. So what we'll do instead is go through and, oh, well, okay, that's because we just tried to build on a huge hill. That's probably our problem here. So let's go ahead and go up to maybe this level and smooth out a nice pad for our security checkpoint here. Okay, so let's do this now. Set down our security checkpoint right on our pad. Boom. Beautiful. Not a problem now. Okay. Oh, hold up. Did not have our freeform road tool on there. There we go. Get a little curvy, you know? We're not afraid. All right, let's bring this down. We want to go maybe around here. Oh, turn off anarchy because we don't want to keep doing that. And come back down, I think, through here. Boom. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So our checkpoint looks a little crazy. If any of you work in an area with a security checkpoint, let me know if this is completely off the rails. You know what? I can already tell you it's completely off the rails. Let's pull this each back a little bit. Throw this down one more time. We're going to turn it more this way. So now we bring our road. We can come in. Actually, here, let's go. Literally straight road. Boom. And then we're going to go. Actually, let's pull back a little bit more. And then hop back to our road. We're going to go straight out of here. And then we're going to actually go back to just a little bit more. Now we can get a little bit more curvy with it. Back these two up. Okay, cool. All right. So let us now mark our industry. Oh, JK, we gotta actually mark our industry area first. I remember how to play this game. Doing our best, giving it our best shot. The old college try. Okay, now we can designate our industry. Nope. Nope. Can we? Nope. Okay, I guess we can't do that. However, what we will do, I think, is put our official industry buildings up here. We're industry main building. Right there. The office is here. Awesome. Let's close that up. Nope. I guess, okay. There's some overlap there. Awesome. Well, we have some things for our industry. What do we have here? Small ore mine. Awesome. I'll put that somewhere. I think one other thing we're going to do too is include some more areas as part of our mine. So I think what could be interesting, where would we put the warehouses here, right? Because we're going to need some storage. Where would we put our storage? I think it'd be down at the bottom of this hill before the checkpoint, right? So let's see, what does our topography look like along here, our contour lines? We do need those. We don't need our border lines. We're okay with our contextual zoning grid. Let's leave some of this district stuff on there, but let us take our road. I think potentially branch off like right here. Actually here. No, let's flatten things first, right? Because I think we would have paid a lot of money for this. We're just going to come through here, flatten right along here. So we need space to store some stuff, yo. Gotta store. Okay. We don't want to cut too far into that mountain because I really like having that little mountain pass there. But we are going to come out at a 90-degree angle here. And I think I'm just going to keep this straight on through here. And then we may kind of pull some 90-degree angles out here. And a 90-degree angle out here. Actually, let's not do that. It's going a little bit off of our flattened pad here. Instead, maybe just go like that. Okay. So what that does mean is that we also now have to expand our district all the way down here, which is going to be fine. So we'll come down here. Also include this space. Awesome. Okay. Actually, maybe us kind of tighten this up a little bit so it's focused a little bit more just on kind of where this road is running. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So what else do we have to actually put in our mine here? We have our ore industry main building that we've already placed. So we basically have our ore grinding mills and our sand storage. So let's throw our sand storage right down here. Beautiful. Now let's throw our ore grinding mill. This takes raw materials and breaks them into sand. And I think we can actually also place this right along this road here, maybe on this side. There we go. And then we actually have our ore mine, small ore mine right here, right? And I think we'll put maybe one of those. It's too steep, but I think that's kind of where we want them. So let's actually take this back and then focus on our ore mine here. And then say, all right, we want that ore mine to be there. So what if we take a road off and we go like up, nope, down, maybe along like here. Let's see if we have enough space now. Okay, beautiful. And then we will connect this right up here. Awesome. Okay. What are you upset about? Not enough resources. Requires basic equipment. Oh, you know what? We have not run any water up here at all. Yep. Okay. So that's going to be a problem, right? Water and power. I think we need both of those things. All right. So where's our existing water? All right. Beautiful. Let us connect up here. We're just going to come along these roads. Again, I think I've talked about this previously, but I'm a big fan of the concept of, building strictly under the roads for water. I'm not doing it because I think it's super realistic, although I respect the hell out of people who are. I'm doing it because I think it makes this portion of the game more fun. Like, that is not a realistic water pipe arrangement, right? So I know that, City Planner plays, his area of expertise is in this kind of thing, and I can totally understand why he'd want something to be realistic for him. But for me, my area of expertise is not in water pipes, and so I am more than happy to just find a way to gamify a part of the game that I didn't feel was super fun. So this seems like a great way to do that. But I'm not going to take it too seriously, I'll tell you that much. There we go. We might need water in the middle, so let's cross it over, loop it up, as the kids say. Awesome. Okay. And we'll get one out here, I suppose. Okay. And we're also going to need some power up here. I think that most people would tell you it's probably a supremely terrible job, or a supremely dangerous thing to put your wind farm right next to your mining operation, but there's a reason we don't listen to them. All right, and then let's go right along there. Get those things connected up. I think that's gonna look okay. All right, and then let's also go down here because you are gonna need some power. And how, oh, can I get the, oh, there just isn't any here. 0, that is ominous. All right, well, let's go kind of all along this ridge then. I guess I have them close enough that they all connect. And that means we can use one here. Cool, so now we can run our lines potentially down here to the road. I'd say right along the road and right down here. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how that goes. All right, that is going to hopefully clear everything up here. Do we have power? Yes. Do we have water? Yes. Okay, speed this up just a little bit. You are begging for minerals. Okay, not enough natural resources. Oh, you know what? I think it's because we're building an area that doesn't even have ore. Is that the problem? Yeah, let's check that out. Where's the view that shows me this? Because that would be really freaking foolish. Oh yeah, there's totally no ore here, is there? Which is actually kind of odd. You'd think that there might be more there. Where is the ore on this map? Ton of oil in the bay. So much oil. I'm not really seeing that much. It looks like there's like a little bit in here. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be using for my my ore space. Well, you know what? That's okay. We can fix that. We're gonna pop in here. We're gonna take our ore brush right here. We're gonna brush the heck fire out of this thing. Oh my gosh, look at all the ore in these here mountains. These are very ore containing mountains. Voracious, one might say. Actually, I don't think anyone would say that because I don't think that's a real thing that people say. But I have seen our little ore icons disappear. You were upset because you don't have enough raw materials. You take ore and process it into materials, though. So why do you... I mean, eventually you'll get resources from up here, right? Am I totally mistaken? Ooh, nice, we're going. All right, hey, look at our guys. Awesome. That is a little bit loud. That's okay. Okay, so industry area info. Oh, and we have to name it too. All right, let's get this out of our face. I think we should name our space in honor of our mine inspiration. So we're gonna call this Copper Mountain. I need to spell mountain correctly. Mining Corporation. Beautiful. All right, so we will get to the next level, it looks like, with some more workers and some more resource units. We are not profiting, huh? That is disappointing. What we may want to consider soon is how we will actually get these materials out of the city, right? Because I think that's how you actually make money, I've been told, is by getting these materials out of the city. Interesting. I actually think potentially off of here, if we have a little bit of space right here, we should build, actually here, we're gonna build on this side. I know, oof, this is a little bit rough. Let's smooth this out because I think the last thing that we need down here is an actual police and fire station. So let's tighten that up a little bit there, smooth this out, and see if we can sneak a road through here. Awesome. And on this road, we're going to place our fire station. We're going to place our police station. Because it's, and you know what? Let's throw a hospital down because honestly, you get her on the job pretty easily. Hopefully not, right? Obviously, hopefully we are completely complying with OSHA and any other additional requirements that might need to be met here. But in the worst case scenario that we do run into some issues, right? We want to make sure that we are protected. Okay. Everything seems to be going good there. Ooh, the mines at night, spooky. Hopefully not spooky, rather. Hopefully working properly. All right. Wow, we're somehow losing even more money than we were. Good news is that we're not losing any money because we're playing with infinite money. But imagine how upset we would be if we weren't. All right, let's do 4 of them. Perfect. Oh, how come those are all nicely sitting together? There we go. Okay, so we have this mining field, and let's just smooth this edge off just a little tiny bit. Single size is not gonna roll for me. There we go. Okay. We may want to also look at getting larger floodlights in here. Let's see, lights, just see what our options are here. Oh, Christmas trees, awesome. Not the light I'm looking for though. A wall-mounted floodlight. What would that look like if we put one up here? Okay, I actually kind of like that. Gives the mountain a little more character. I think that's incredibly unrealistic though. So let's acknowledge that no, I don't think any mining site would have just wall-mounted lights on it, right? So what I am curious about is that enough to get us power? No. So what if we just put a tiny little this guy right here? Oh, interesting. Well, there we go. Okay. If we did this, would anything actually sprout up here? I don't think so. You know what? Let's just not even bother, because what we are going to do is probably put our worker barracks there once we get to level 2. See if there are any more obvious lights that we would want to use. Just kind of generic floodlight. I mean, not a bad idea. I'm going to just put these maybe around the main station here, because I think it would want to have light around it. That's all just like traffic lights, lights. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this. There might be a better light that we could use here. That's how we put this garden in. See what that looks like. Beautiful. No lights though. So I don't know. Feel like that was a little misleading. Oh, maybe it needs power. Oh well, we're not gonna put that there, folks. Obviously. All right, but now we know what it looks like, right? Okay, so we got our nice little mining operation going. It is a well-lit mining operation. You gotta love that. Okay, and it looks like our worker level is doing okay. Our resources has already expanded, and so we may need to fix this new issue with some population increase. Let's actually go over here. We have not seen the city at night before, have we? So let's go. We can't even find it. Okay, awesome. Hey, there you go. Pull the names off. It's like a solid little place. Great. Well, we have roughly 2,400 residents, and I think it is time for us to expand in the next episode. So thank you so much for joining me, folks, as we build out our first industry space, and I will catch you next time.